everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nidhi and you're watching my series on how to become a cabin crew.
So one of the candidates has been kind enough to send me the latest form. The form that I'm sharing with you has come to me from an Indian candidate. Her name is Varsha, so thank you so much. However, I believe most of the forms would have similar information that Singapore Airlines would be asking you to fill. So I just want to clarify a few things that will help you for your form filling for your interviews anytime soon. So as you can see, it's very straightforward. I'm just going to zoom this a little bit. So if you can see here, this portion is basically your name. You need to put in your name. Now NRIC is basically only for Singapore citizens or permanent resident. So if you're applying from overseas, you don't have to fill this information. Although you see that it says do not leave any item blank. If it is not applicable to you, please indicate NA. So which means here you would put NA. Your residential address, telephone number, and some of your details. So just go ahead and write down your details here. I think it's very straightforward. For non-Singapore citizens, you can give your passport details or your identity card and the country of issue basically. Moving on, if you have a driver's license, do state whatever license this is. Now this part is a little bit critical here, which talks about employment pass and work permit for non-citizens. Now I understand that if you're filling the form from your country which is outside of Singapore, just go ahead and put not applicable. This service is only applicable to Singapore citizens and permanent residents here. So if you're filling the form from an overseas country, you don't necessarily, you don't have to fill this information at all. Moving on, let's go to the next page. Okay, so the next page is basically asking details of your spouse if you're married, or for that matter of fact, it's asking for details of other family members. So if you're not married, then you will give the details of your parents and if you're married, or your siblings. But if you're married, you can give the details of your spouse. So this also goes to show basically that Singapore Airlines does allow cabin crew to be married even before you actually apply for the job. If you have any children, you have to give the information of the children. If you have brothers and sisters, you have to give the information. Coming to educational qualifications, to a lot of people, this could be a little bit confusing. So I'm just going to Google this here, and as you can see, this information right here. It says Education Systems of UK and India. Now, which is pretty much similar to what Singapore has, which is GCE or O-level and A-levels. So it's 10th and 12th basically. So that's exactly what you need to provide in this form when you look it up. So let's go back to the form. Okay. Then after that, basically you need to provide information in terms of your diploma and degree that you have done. So all those details would be listed basically in this particular area. Moving on. Okay, here basically they want you to give references, employers or your friends, which can basically refer you in terms of just whether they know you well enough and they know your private life as well, just in case if Singapore Airlines wants to go back and find out any more information about you from them. These are some of your extracurricular activities, talking about your current employer, and then the languages that you know basically, and then of course the last part is your declaration form. So this is where you're going to write down all the details in terms of your declaration.
I really hope that you find this information useful, and if you do, do remember to like this video, do share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell for more video updates. And in the meantime, all of you out there, if you're preparing for your next cabin crew interview, do get in touch with me for personal coaching sessions. My email address is mentioned below, and make sure all of you out there always stay pretty, stay handsome, and I love you guys. Bye.
Thank you.